All right, y'all, the time right now is 10:20, time of recording. I'm Joshua Wisel here in the Weather 225 Storm Studios. We're going to be starting off your week with a video forecast. We're going to get into all the weather headlines, including Cristobal, the upcoming heat on Tuesday that you're going to want to be mindful of with a front. And we're going to be starting off with the forecast for your Monday as well as your 7-day forecast. But before we get into any of this, we know that these can be kind of time-consuming videos. So if you don't have time to watch the whole thing, make sure that you visit weather225.com, where you can have access to all of our forecast maps and information on our website. That's access you can have to it 24/7 on our website. That's weather225.com. You can see all the forecasts that we'll mention here on our website, so be sure to check that out if you don't have time to watch all of the video. But we're going to be starting off with our Reunion Tower Skycam as we usually do across the area. As you can see, some patchy clouds across the area. However, it is beautiful across North Texas with mostly to fully sunny skies across the area. The only unpleasant thing about this today is the allergy index and the heat index for today, as we'll get into that in just a second. But other than that, it looks like a pleasant day across North Texas with, again, fully sunny skies with a few patchy clouds here and there across the area. So let's go to our live Texas radar across the area. This is brought to you by MyPro Construction and Roofing. If you have any projects that you need done on your house, or if you have any repairs that you need done while we're in this quieter time with weather across our area, be sure that you give them a call at that number right there with our banner, or visit myproconstruction.com. As you can see across the area, nothing activity-wise across much of Texas, including the Dallas and Fort Worth area. As you can see, our state's mostly quiet. Just a few showers down near the Houston and Galveston area and down near Corpus Christi. However, further to the right over my shoulder, this is Tropical Depression Cristobal, and we'll get into that in just a second. But as you can see, it's already bringing tropical-like rain to Arkansas, parts of Mississippi, and Louisiana as it continues to move north towards the Great Lakes. This will be over near Wisconsin and Chicago. Eventually, we'll get to that path here in just a second. But as you can see, Texas is mostly quiet. Let's zoom in on the DFW area temperatures across the area as these begin to load. And again, big shout out to MyPro Construction and Roofing for this new system. Oh wow, as you can see, already quite warm across the area. 88 over near the Dallas Tarrant County, 82 out here north of Breckenridge, 88 near Sulphur Springs, 84 out there near Wise County. There we go, 88 in Dallas, 84 in Fort Worth. We're looking at 82 to 83 near the Gainesville area, just underneath our banner, 82 out there near Weatherford as well. Already starting quite warm across the area this morning, as you can see, almost in the 90s, and we're not even at noon yet. So just keep that in mind if you have any outdoor activities. This is going to be the #1 headline for Dallas and Fort Worth so far this week is the temperatures. And while the temperatures already are in the 80s, we're going to be taking a quick look at the heat index value. And the heat index value, or feels like temperatures, already is in the 90s across Dallas and Fort Worth. As you can see, 88 for the actual temperature in Dallas, 91 for the heat index in Dallas, 92 down here in Ellis County. So the heat index value will be greater than the actual temperature because of the humidity that we have in place across North Texas. And I'm going to show you the dew point across the area is already near 70, so this is pretty good humidity. This is the dew point, and the reason that the heat index values is so high is because when you get that heat and the humidity together, that creates hotter heat index values across the area. So the actual temperature will not be what it feels like because of these quite high dew points across the area. The humidity will start to go down as we head into tomorrow, as a front will push through and bring much drier air to the area. But until then, today we're going to have to be dealing with high dew points, high heat index values, and hot and miserable humid conditions across the area once again today. So if you have any outdoor jobs or activities or anything like that, just keep this in mind. Once again, right now I just moved it back to the heat index values. If you have any outdoor activities whatsoever, make sure that you're taking frequent breaks in the shade, staying hydrated, and make sure that you're also wearing sunscreen because it is going to be pretty miserable outside across the area. So let's take a quick look at the state temperatures across Texas. As you can see, already 88 near the Houston and San Antonio metro areas, even the Dallas and Fort Worth metro area, as we showed just a second ago, already 88. 88 down here near Midland, 81 already near El Paso, 81 near Lubbock. And now, for those who don't like these hot temperatures, I would like to give you just a quick suggestion. If you look just north of our banner here in Colorado, you can see it is already way more pleasant than what we have going on here. So if you want a break in these hot temperatures, just keep in mind, Colorado's in the 60s and 50s. It is way better up there temperature-wise, as you can see, already in the 50s and 60s, so it's way more cool than it is here in Texas. So just keep that in mind. Just to our north and west, temperatures are going to be a lot better than they are here, so keep that in mind. But for now, Texas already in the 80s as of time of recording, and the heat index values across the state. We'll take a quick look at those too. So this is the feels like temperatures. As you can see, Houston is at 94, 91 in Dallas and Fort Worth, 93 near Houston and San Antonio, and even in Colorado it is a lot better. As you can see, the heat index values are up near 70, so just keep that in mind. Up to the northwest, there's a break in the miserable temperatures. So this is a look at the heat index values as well across the state. So let's take a quick look. We always show this on our video forecast, so we're going to be starting off with the severe weather risk for today with this graph. This is the day one for today, and the blue colors behind me, these are not any severe risks. In fact, this is actually just a general thunderstorm chance. And this is why, if you've seen the forecast on our website before this is why we have that 10% chance for some showers and storms. Parts of our eastern counties, not all of them, and parts of our western counties, not all of them, are under the area for general thunderstorms. I don't want to say threat because there really isn't a severe weather threat with anything that could develop today. Anything that does pop up would be short-lived, non-severe. It would just be kind of a summer pop-up shower and storm that would just come and go. Not everyone will see it. As you can see, Dallas and Fort Worth and most of our coverage area will remain dry. But out of the 100% area that we cover, when we're talking rain coverage-wise, we're forecasting just about only 10% of the viewing area has a chance of seeing any type of showers and storms. So again, not everyone will see this. This isn't a severe weather threat. This is just general thunderstorms for parts of our western counties, not all of them, and parts of our eastern counties, not all of them. So just keep that in mind. Before we get to the rest of our forecast, I'd like to take a quick look at Cristobal, as we mentioned just a second ago. Here is Cristobal right now along the Louisiana-Mississippi border, just to the south and west of the Jackson, Mississippi area, bringing some heavy tropical-like rain down towards the Little Rock, Arkansas area, and this will be a flash flooding threat as it continues to move north just because of the tropical heavy rainfall with it. There's also some showers and storms with the outer bands of it shooting out into the Alabama area, down near Tuscaloosa and Birmingham areas as well. This will also impact the Memphis areas, those showers and storms with this move to the north. And I'm going to move that path up. Currently, it is a tropical depression, and it will remain a tropical depression as it moves into the Little Rock, Arkansas area. And then as it moves north, you can see we don't have those little bubbles on this track because this is going to be the rest of its track, but it will be a low-pressure system as it moves to the north. So not even a tropical depression because the more it moves north, the more it will continue to fall apart and just become kind of a weather rain system that will push to the north. So up near Wisconsin, the Chicago area, Des Moines, and areas east of Kansas City, we're looking at a chance for some showers and storms with this as it continues to move north, but this will not be tropical depression strength. Some gusty winds cannot be ruled out with it, but it will mostly be a heavy rainfall threat as it continues to move to the north, but not quite as bad as what is going on currently in the Louisiana, Mississippi, and Arkansas area as Cristobal continues to stay at tropical depression strength before it kind of weakens out as it moves further to the north, as you can see. it'll continue to be tropical depression or under tropical depression strength as it moves to the north. But once it is out of the United States and moves further into Canada, you can see its track is actually strengthening as it moves out of the United States as a tropical storm in portions of Canada. So this will be not that strong as it moves further inland in the United States, but once it moves further to the north, the National Hurricane Center is talking a potential tropical storm strength once again as it moves into parts of Canada. So we're keeping a close eye on this as it continues to move north into parts of the United States and into the Midwest. But for now, as you can see, it is bringing tropical-like tropical depression conditions, across portions of Louisiana near Monroe, Jackson, Mississippi, Little Rock, Arkansas, and this will continue to bring some heavy tropical rains as it moves north again into the Midwest, portions of the Midwest, and northern United States. So that's a look at Cristobal. We're going to get to the rest of your forecast for today coming up right after this.
Like our media, website, or our live video forecasts? Consider supporting us today with our Patreon. Visit our Patreon at patreon.com/weather225.
All right, and welcome back. This is our allergy index map. We don't usually show this on the actual forecast, but we're showing it for you today. If you're sensitive to allergens across North Texas like me, you're going to want to be wondering what is causing the allergies to be so bad today and the past couple of days, and that is grass pollen. You can view this map on our website at any time. We have the allergy index area. We know sometimes it won't look like it's updated, but trust me, it's always updated. It's just that the grass pollen has been the dominant allergen across the area for the last couple of weeks. Right now it is at a 5 out of 5, very high across North Texas. So if you're miserable with allergies today, this is the culprit right here, grass pollen, 5 out of 5 across North Texas. And this will continue to be the culprit as we move into the next several days because we don't have any sort of rain activity that will kind of deplete that. So this will be a culprit of allergens across the area for the next several days across North Texas. Again, you can view this allergy index map on our website at any time at weather225.com. But if you're having any sort of allergy issues today, this is a quick look at why as grass pollen is at a 5 out of 5. All right, so this is today's forecast, as we mentioned earlier, with that general thunderstorm chance for both parts of our western and eastern counties. That's why we had the 10% chance for some showers and storms throughout the day. 97 by 3 p.m., that's our high for today, and then we'll start lowering back into the mid-90s by this evening. We're in that part of the year that our temperatures, when they start to lower, will be in the 90s and not like what we saw a few weeks ago of the 60s and 70s by 8 p.m. So as you can see, already quite warm today. By 8 p.m., the temperatures will start to lower back into the mid-90s. So if you have any outdoor activities today, once again, just a quick reminder, don't leave your kids or pets alone in an unattended vehicle. And if you have outdoor activities, make sure that you're staying plenty hydrated and breaks in the shade just to keep you safe and healthy if you're outdoors today. But as you can see, mostly sunny to fully sunny skies will continue to be dominant throughout the rest of the day. 3 p.m. we'll see our high of 97, which that brings us to our projected highs for today across North Texas. DFW are projecting 97, as we mentioned in the daily forecast, 98 in Granbury, 97 in Jacksboro. Slightly cooler along the Red River, as you can see, 90 in Bonham, 92 in Gainesville. It will still feel hot because of that heat index value and the humidity, so while it looks slightly cooler up to the north, trust me, you will still feel that heat index value even along our Red River counties. As I move over to the other side, you can see 95 out here near Canton and Corsicana. So regardless of where you live, temperatures will be in the mid to upper 90s unless you're along the Red River. But heat index values across most of the area will be quite hot today. So regardless of where you live, you will be feeling that heat today across North Texas. All right, so this is our 7-day forecast, and there's that heat that we mentioned for Tuesday. Look at that, 101 for the high tomorrow on our forecast. That will quickly change as a cold front will move through the area later on Tuesday evening, and we'll start seeing our temperatures drop down by 10 degrees, so that will be a big temperature drop, but it won't feel like it. As you can see, we'll be in the 90s on Wednesday with a low of 66 Wednesday night. But the best news about this is, even though it is still hot on Wednesday, after this cold front, this front will start to dry out North Texas from that humidity. So this will push that humidity out of the area. As you can see, we'll have winds out of the north. This will feel more like the dry summer heat on Wednesday, but by Thursday and Friday, we could start to see that humidity kind of come back to the area as those winds out of the south will push that moisture just a little bit up to the north again. But Wednesday will be more of a dry heat with highs of 91. But again, tomorrow, you're going to want to be keeping that in mind if you have any outdoor activities, especially across North Texas, just because it will be humid and it will be quite hot with a high of 101 that we're projecting for tomorrow across the area. I'll step out of the way here so you can see the rest of the forecast. We'll be back in the upper 90s by Saturday and Sunday, so it'll be a hot weekend coming up this weekend. But we cannot rule out a brief shower and storm chance Monday and Tuesday, but we'll be mostly sunny throughout most of this week. So it'll be a hot and dry week ahead across North Texas. We cannot rule out maybe a few pop-up summer showers and storms probably between Thursday and Sunday, but those would be 10% like Monday and Tuesday, short-lived. Not everyone would see these, so just keep that in mind. No real rain chances across the area for the next week. And again, it's going to be quite hot. So as I mentioned earlier, showing those Colorado temperatures, if you're not a fan of this, I would suggest moving to the north and west into Colorado for the next couple of weeks or so, as we're going to see some pretty hot temps across the area. Again, it'll be miserable tomorrow before we see a break in that humid heat across the area with a high of 91 on Wednesday. So just keep that in mind. Any outdoor activities, jobs, or anything like that whatsoever that you'll be outdoors tomorrow, you're going to be keeping a close eye on that heat. As the high tomorrow we're projecting is 101. Thank you for tuning in. And again, I've said this, I know, a million times. If you want to view any of these maps, graphs, or anything like that for our forecast, visit weather225.com for the latest, where we have all of our updated forecasts. I'm Joshua Wisel. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for making us your trusted weather source since 2015.